Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my video. Alright, so if you guys have a no crank, no start issue, you're going to want to watch this video because I'm going to give you guys an easy fix that generally occurs on so many vehicles, particularly older vehicles, particularly vehicles with older batteries. Now, normally this no crank no start issue, these no crank no start issues is something that when anybody gets the situation, their head essentially just goes to the most serious issue. Oh, if you don't know anything about cars, all right, I'm sure it goes to like, how much is this going to cost? It's going to be expensive. I'm going to get a tow truck. It just goes everywhere. Okay, it's gotta be this, that, everything. I gotta pay somebody to change up this part. It's just etc, 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 etc. I gotta get an electrician to figure out what the fuses and the relays is the problem. But I gotta tell you, all right, the majority of the time, the majority of these no crank no start situation is it comes down to two things. Either the battery or the terminals. Either the battery or the terminals. Those two things. All right. If you guys don't do anything else, the first thing you want to do is to check the battery and the terminals. That's actually the first thing that you guys want to do. All right. Reason being is older batteries are good for about 3 years, 4 years. Now, on rare occasions, you might be able to get longer than that, but you're going to get issues. All right, no crank, no start issues. Sometimes it'll start, sometimes it won't start, etc., etc. Now, if you guys have this situation, you guys definitely want to get a multimeter, or if you guys are able to get your car started after a couple of cranks, maybe you guys should actually get your battery checked out. All right, there is an expiration date on the battery, obviously, and a lot of times there's a sticker on the battery that says when it was manufactured. So what you guys want to do is you guys want to count like 3 to 4 years after that. That's when you guys want to change it out. Now, relatively speaking, if you guys get batteries at AutoZone or Advance Auto or from the dealership, they're kind of expensive. You go to Walmart and get that Walmart battery of the Value brand. It's like $55. And I've been buying Walmart Value brand for the last 10 years. The excellent batteries for the price. I haven't had too many issues with it. I haven't had any issues with them whatsoever. There's only about 3 companies that actually manufactures batteries, and the rest of it is just branding from companies that actually sell these batteries. So if you guys have this issue, definitely check out your battery. Make sure that your battery is within the date. And even if it is within the date of when it's supposed to expire, you guys definitely want to get a voltmeter, test it out, see if it's actually holding a charge, see if it's actually reading like 12.6, 12.4, 12.6, but it should read about 12.6, to be honest with you. If everything's working right, it should read about 12.6 when you put the voltmeter on. But you guys can actually get it checked out for free at AutoZone or Advance Auto. I know AutoZone does it for free, but moving on from the battery, the second most thing that causes these no crank no start issues are the terminals, the battery cables. The positive and negative cables. All right, what you guys want to do is you guys want to clean up, all right, not only the cable connectors, but you also want to clean up the post on the battery. You guys want to get a wire brush. You guys can get these wire brush for $1 at Dollar Tree. Take that wire brush and brush around the the post on the terminal. Just make sure that they're clean. Get something to wipe it off. And also the connectors themselves on the cable, you guys want to use a wire brush inside the hose. All right, a lot of times what happens is a lot of people actually disregard the battery and these and the cables themselves, and you'd be amazed at what could actually cause a lack of connection between the battery and the cables, because the corrosion can definitely cause that. 99% of the time it's not going to be rust, it's going to be oxidation. That oxidation, a lot of times you're going to have this white bluish kind of growth, powdery growth on the terminals, on the battery post. You guys definitely want to make sure you guys clean that out. All right, it doesn't take very long to do it. All you guys got to do is unhook it and then clean it up and put it back on. Also, you guys want to make sure that you guys tighten it. All right, tighten it enough. Sometimes if it's not tight, what happens is there's a lack of connection between the connector and the battery post. You could get a situation where you get lights on the dash, everything seems to work, but you're not gonna get enough power to actually generate the starter to start. It's amazing how that could actually affect the no start issue on your vehicle. So if you guys I've had a situation where I actually bought a brand new battery and I didn't connect the post tight enough. I didn't screw it in tight enough, and had everything work. I think it may have been a slow crank or something like that, but I immediately assumed that the battery is bad. But it wasn't the battery. It was a brand new battery. It wasn't the battery that was bad. It was actually the fact that I did not screw in the connectors tight enough so that there was enough of a connection for it to start. All right, so let's move on to other parts of the cable you want to check on. All right, you guys want to check on the ends of where the cable itself connects to the connector on the cable. You guys definitely want to do that, because on older vehicles, I've seen situations where the wire, the cable itself, where it connects to the connector, is loose. All right, and that create a lot of issues with no crank, no starts. That created an issue with no power, no crank, no start, like no power whatsoever. So in those situations, you want to make sure that that cable is connected tightly to the connector. All right, you want to make sure that that's the situation, because you can get a whole lot of different situations as a result of that. All right, moving on from that, you guys also want to make sure that it's grounded correctly. The negative cable is grounded correctly, tight, free of corrosion to the frame of the vehicle. All right, that's very, very, very important. A lot of people don't understand the way electricity works. The negative cable is as important as the positive cable, and if that negative cable is either splintered or broken or not 100% connected, where it's loose, if there's corrosion, if there's not enough contact on where the connector of that negative cable connects to the frame, that could cause not just only a no crank, no start issue, that could cause a no power issue, that could cause issues with your car's ECM, TCM, all these computer systems reading wrong voltages, which could create so many issues with your car that you think might be caused by something else, but it's very much as simple as the car, not the negative cable not having enough of a contact connection with the frame to actually create enough of voltage to actually get the car working or working correctly. All right, so that's pretty much this video on what to check for as far as no crank no starts, as it pertains to the probably number one and maybe like top 3 causes of this situation. You want to check that out first. They're very, very, very easy to fix. You guys don't need a lot of mechanical knowledge or electrical knowledge to actually fix this, but obviously you're dealing with the battery. You want to make sure that when you guys do all this, the positive goes to the positive and the negative goes to the negative. Sometimes, you know what, no, that's for jumping. Some people get that jumping mixed up with the positive and the negative. It does happen, but considering where the cables are as far as the positive and negative, you don't normally can mess that up. Sometimes you can, but I don't know, maybe you can't because of the length of the positive and negative. Maybe if you flip the battery around, like, I don't know. but just to be careful, just make sure that the positive goes to the positive, negative goes to the negative. Hopefully this gets your car started. It's a very, very, very easy, simple thing to look into. It's probably one of the easiest things to look into as far as diagnosing this issue. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you guys have any comments, definitely leave a comment in the comment section. Please subscribe, please give me a thumbs up, all that good stuff. All right guys, take care.